You are now tuned in to the
Unemployed
Friend Show with John Del Viscio.
Hello and welcome to the Unemployed Friend Show. I'm John, I'm currently unemployed, and this is how I'm choosing to spend my time. Before we get into the jokes and the fun stuff, I just want to take a second to be serious again and just to say thank you to everybody who left comments on the last episode. I really appreciate all of the support, and I know Marcus's family and Allie's family do as well. So I just want to say thank you for that and direct your attention to the About section, I guess it's called, of this episode, because I'm going to keep the GoFundMe in there. If you want to donate, that would be awesome. If not, you know how I feel about thoughts and prayers. Send some of those over. Let's get into it. We're gonna start this week the way we start every episode, with a little bit of Monday motivation. This one comes from Leo Tolstoy, a name I've heard a lot, but I'm not smart enough to know what he actually is. It is amazing how complete is the delusion that beauty is goodness. It is amazing. Some of the foxiest ladies I've ever met have been incredibly mean to me. There was a girl who works at a place that I'm a regular at. Beautiful young lady. She and I develop a rapport. I flirt with her, she flirts with me. It's fun. We match on Bumble. We don't talk on Bumble because on Bumble the girl has to message first. Finally. She doesn't initiate. She's probably shy, intimidated, because I'm kind of like alpha. And so the match disappears after 24 hours. I go back to playing my role of friendly customer at an establishment. She goes back to playing her role of girl that's good at her job and is kind to the patrons. Every time I walk away from an interaction, I'm like, you're a pussy, dude. You should just ask this girl for her number. But the other part of my brain is going, don't be a creep. She's working. That's weird. It's inappropriate. You shouldn't do that. So I come up with a solution to my problem, which is if we're, talking and there's not like any patrons around, like she's not really working, then I think that would be an instance where it's okay for me to ask for this girl's number. So one day that situation comes. There's no one in line behind me, but there are like 3 people off to the side of the lobby. We talk for a little bit. I go, by the way, I'm sorry, I've been meaning to ask, what's your number? And she looked me up and down, scoffed, and shooed me away. You think that's the end of the story. It's not. I went back to my seats. They announced to everybody, we have very special guests here today. In walk the 3 gentlemen from the lobby, Phil Lord, Chris Miller, Edgar Wright. So if in any of their movies you see a very shy boy get scoffed and shooed by a beautiful woman, know that that's based on a true story. And that brings us back to Leo Tolstoy. It is amazing how complete is the delusion that beauty is goodness. I thought the worst she could say is no. I never for a second considered a scoff and shoo was a possibility. I knew girls had the capability of being mean. They coined the term ick. That's horrible. I don't know if I'm motivated as much as I am regretting every decision I've ever made, but sometimes that's enough to get you out of bed. That's really what Monday motivation is all about. It's about getting shit going. Up next, we have a segment. It was new last time. It's a recurring segment now. Arts and culture. Let's decide whether Alien Romulus is a boom or a doom. We'll start out with what I don't like about it. There is product placement in Alien Romulus, which is crazy to me. It takes place in the year 2142. They live on this weird mining planet where you can't even see the sun, but they're all still wearing Reeboks. And they make a point of showing that one of the characters is wearing Reeboks by doing like a close-up of the shoe. So in the future, on a faraway planet where you cannot even see the sun, there are children making Reebok shoes in a factory. That doesn't sit right with me. If you said Nike survived, I'd say sure, they're evil. But Reebok, they're the good guys. You know who wears Reebok? Some of my best friends. And those motherfuckers would not survive in the year 2142. Yeah, the product placement was weird. Another question I have, a lot of people smoking cigarettes on a planet where you can't see the sun. How are they growing the tobacco? All that being considered, the movie's still very scary. I love that practical effects are coming back in a big way. CGI, you can't trick me. I go, that looks like crap. I don't believe that. You put a little machine version of it, I go, oh my God, this actually exists within the space. This is so fucking scary. Alien Romulus is gonna get 4 booms on the boom meter. Boom! 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 This next section is everybody's favorite side hustle spotlight, baby. So what we see here is Carlos Mencia. Everybody knows him from his hit Comedy Central show, Mind of Mencia, which was a place to showcase some of his sick and twisted thoughts on the sounds that people with Down syndrome make. I was a huge fan as a kid. I thought Dirt to Dur was like one of the funniest noises anybody had ever made. I had been thinking about this a lot over the last few years. There was a lot of attention being given to his beautiful mind, but not a lot of people were talking about his hot, sexy body. So I took it upon myself to kind of imagine what he looks like under the t-shirt, and then behind him just repeating over and over and over and over and over again the body of Mencia. And now that we've kind of examined that, eventually, hopefully next week, I'll have something that kind of illustrates what the soul of Mencia looks like. So we'll have the mind, body, and soul of Mencia. Maybe I'll put that on a t-shirt or something. Up next, we have a reference to probably the best movie ever made, The Social Network. The core of it is a movie about the guy who made Facebook. So I took his face from a cover of Wired magazine where he's kind of like beat up, and I put him on the body of Dave Chappelle as the crack guy. You know he's jonesing for something. It's not crack. It's Eduardo Saverin's chess algorithm that he uses to rank chess players. Eduardo, I need your chess algorithm. Without it, I can't do Facebook. I can't destabilize the country via Russia and interference. What's Russia's problem with us, dude? They hate our freedom is what it is. So yeah, Wardo, I need your chess algorithm. Zuckman as Dave Chappelle doing crack. This one's fun, and it kind of gives you a little peek behind the curtain. You guys only get to see me for like 4 to 23 minutes every few weeks or whatever. You don't know what I'm up to, and I'll tell you what I'm up to. I went to Jamaica for a wedding back when I was still employed, when I could afford to do things like that. And what I did differently than how you would probably go to Jamaica, I didn't stay on the resort. I was in the island. The thing about being different, people are so excited to see you and teach you curse words, which I'm a guy who wants to learn curse words. So one of the first curse words that they taught me was rasklat. It means ass cloth technically, but the way it was explained to me, it can be like anything from you're like an idiot to like you stub your toe and you're like rasklat, like kind of fuck. So I took the picture of Michael Scott when he returns from Sandals, Jamaica, and I put him in front of the Jamaica flag. Kind of hard to tell that that's what it is due to the black and white elements of it, but then over his head in beautiful Jamaican style lettering, rasklat, because he is kind of a rasklat. And if I said that in Jamaica, everybody would love it. They would think it was so fucking funny that a guy who looks like me was talking like that. Just a little piece of the culture that I brought back. Let's find another one. People actually pretty openly did not think this one was funny. They're wrong. So we have like kind of a kawaii style mean girl backpack on. She's doing double birds. And then top text, bottom text, it says Candyland called. The big fat fudge monster is missing. And it's you, bitch. That's a good insult that you can use on pretty much anybody. Imagine somebody's like, nice shoes, loser. And you go, oh yeah? Candyland called. The big fat fudge monster's missing and it's you, bitch. They're gonna tuck their tail between their legs, go cry. That's the kind of shit I'm trying to accomplish with my art. I wanna make people who are being forced to feel bad about themselves from outsiders flip the script on them hoes. Up next is a new segment. It's called Riddle Me This, where I'm gonna look up a riddle and try to solve it before your very eyes. Okay. Oh, goddamn it. Fuck. Oh, they all have the answer right next to them. Do you guys know any riddles?
Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's the man with the big black cat?
Oh, I know this one. I don't know this one. Who is it?
Batman.
Oh, Catwoman.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. The Riddler says it.
That sounds like something he would say.
I know one off the top of my head.
You know a riddle?
Yeah.
All right, hit me with a riddle.
What is something that you can sit on, sleep on, and brush your teeth with?
Can I have a hint?
So obvious that it's staring right in front of you.
TV? Fuck. Another hint would be great.
3 answers.
Oh, a couch, a bed, and a toothbrush?
Yeah.
Yeah! Do you know any more riddles? Let's do...
That's the only one.
Spence! Fuck. All right, that was good. Okay, moving on. We only have 2 riddles today. How did you do at home? Comment below if you got the riddles right. People are gonna like that. They want to see how the wheels turn. You know, they like to see the thought process. This brings us to our next segment, What's News, where I look at headlines and try to explain what happened there. CNN says, ever ghosted someone? Here's when it is or isn't okay. Here's when it is okay. When I do it. Because you're weird and I didn't like spending time with you. I'm only keeping things in my life that sparkle. And you don't sparkle for me. So peace. When it's not okay is when you do it to me. That's fucked up. That's rude. That's inconsiderate. And you're gonna pay for what you've done. That sounds threatening. I mean in like your soul will burn in hell. I'm not gonna do anything. God got me. Next news story, also from CNN. Are you worried about your child's size? Here's what you should focus on instead. If you're worried about your child's size, stay worried about that. If your kid's growing like Clifford the Big Red Dog, that's something to be concerned about. If they stay small, that's fine. You can keep them in the house. But if they're getting larger and larger and larger and they're filling the space like water, you should maybe put that kid down because it's dangerous. In the hands of the wrong parents, a gigantic child is more dangerous than a bomb. I don't think you should let the media tell you what is and isn't worth your time to worry about. It's your freak of a kid. Fox News. Matthew Perry's chilling final words before death are revealed. Were they, could I be on any more medications? I feel bad about that one. I don't like that. That was fucked up. From National Geographic. These 5 rebellious women in history were the OG brat girls. Hillary Clinton, Florence Nightingale, Nancy Reagan, the notorious RGB, and Cleopatra. Up next, we have Job Hunt. Hopefully there's something here that will make me rich. Ooh. Urgently hiring, so they'll probably need me by the end of the day. Senior buyer. That's fantastic, because I'm a freaking shopaholic, folks. Guess what? Boys can struggle with addiction too. It's not with high-heeled shoes like the ladies do. It's more vintage t-shirts, but it doesn't mean I don't still struggle every single day. So senior buyer is something that I think I would be very, very good at. You give me the corporate card. I got a copy of Simpsons Hit and Run for the break room. You can sign up for a time slot to play, and then you go and you look at the time slot, and I've signed up for all of them already. Other things that I would buy as a senior buyer. I would buy a lot of weed for the office. I would buy lava lamps to complement the good kush. I would make everybody wear a uniform. And the uniform would be things that I bought for you that I think you would like. I'd buy donuts. I'd boost morale. You give me a corporate credit card, everybody's gonna have such a good time. Where'd you get this? Is this a gift? Yes, it's a gift. My job is to buy gifts for the office. Michelle, look at this beautiful sterling silver dinner plate I got you. Oh, Ryan, a copy of College Football 25. Jacob, health insurance. These are the kinds of things I would buy for people as senior buyer at Sensor Systems Inc., a HECO company. Ooh, okay. Fire investigator. I've been smoking long enough that I have a very keen ability to tell whether or not something has been on fire. I'd walk in, I would say, this shouldn't look like this. It's all charred and it has a certain smell that only things that have been on fire have. Pay them their insurance. Okay, moving on. Hopefully there is enough in there. All right.
I forgot it's Mother's Day.
Didn't get a gift for her. All the
I
plans
got
are
in the way.
We both love our moms.
Women with grown women needs.
All right, that brings us kind of to the end of the show. I got one more big surprise for everybody, and that is a musical guest. So, ladies and gentlemen, Bridey. Ladies and gentlemen, musical guest of the first ever John's Tiny Desk Unemployed Friend Show Tiny Desk concert, Bridey.
Does everyone know how to do it but me? Does everyone look at it different than me? I think I'll try to take down notes. They'll just lead to mental blows. Someone's got the answer, can you share it with
Melissa, do you have shows coming up? Where can we find you?
I do. You can find me on Instagram at Bridey Music. I have a show on September 14th at Permanent Records Roadhouse at 6 p.m. Please come.
Please come. You heard it. If you don't, you're not allowed to watch the show anymore. Dude, thank you so much. Wasn't that fucking awesome? Music, man. So much cooler than comedy. Alright, see you next week. Thank you.
Thank you for watching the Unemployed Friend Show. Please like and subscribe down below.